And today is really going to be brought to you with a story of 3 feet from gold. So, if you've ever felt like quitting on your goals, if you feel like maybe defeated or discouraged, I'm going to share a story with you and also some words of encouragement, and also share some things that I do in moments where I feel defeated, or I just feel burnt out, or I just feel like, am I wasting my time and energy on this goal? Is this even in my storyline? So that's what today is really about, is what to do with temporary defeat. What's up, Cash Money? What's up, Creative? What's up, Beast Mode? And so I know this is going to help you tremendously. For whatever reason, I've seen the story 2 times. And this time I was like, actually went into investigation mode to look up like a few words like fault lines and stuff like that. So has anybody first off ever heard of 3 feet from gold? 3 feet from gold. I was reading this book. I got this book like years ago. And as I'm doing deep cleaning, I'm finding all these really cool books that I bought years ago. And I think I did this like the beginning of this. I never read it before, but it's a prosperity Bible, the greatest writings of all time on the secrets of wealth and prosperity, with Napoleon Hill, Benjamin Franklin, James Allen, Wallace D. Wattles, Ernest Holmes, and Florence Scott Shinn, and many others. So this is the book for the first time I'm reading. And I just finished the Napoleon Hill book, Think and Grow Rich. And then it's interesting that this message came up again. And I'm like, okay, what does this need to say right now? So today's live is really about, I believe that a lot of people don't reach their goals because they truly do give up too fast. And I'm so grateful for, I always say like my superpower is my ability to get back up. My superpower is really my resiliency. That's really the only difference maybe between me and you. And I feel that so many people give up and they quit too soon. And maybe your quitting too soon was year 3, when year 4 would have been you're hitting gold. And unfortunately, a lot of the media is telling us like, if you haven't made it by 30, that you're never going to make it. If you haven't made it by 20, if you haven't made it in 1 year, then you failed. If you haven't made it, there's no timeline. The timeline, I feel like, makes people like quit even faster. So drop the timelines and stay in your lane and really focus in on, number one, why you started and why you're even doing what you're doing. Some of the things that I personally use is I always pray for wisdom on days where I feel discouraged, I feel defeated, and I feel like in this mental space of self-doubt, right? I still feel like I'm trying to make it. I'm the same as you, Cash Money. I'm like, I feel like I don't feel my age. And I know this is a little bit digressing, but I did pick up this from Kim Kardashian. She's like, I don't act my age because I've never been this age before. And I was like, there's a lot of truth behind that thing. So some of the things that I use when I feel discouraged or I feel defeated or I feel like in a mental space of self-doubt. And Cash Money, you're one of the people during a moment where I felt really down. And I feel like in those moments, God puts people in your life to even just get on a call with you, to tell you like, through an indirect way, but a direct way, like get back in the game. Like pick your head up, roll your shoulders back, and get back in the game. And sometimes you just need to ask or to pray for wisdom, to pray for a message, to pray for somebody to just like have confirmation for something. And it's really interesting that when I ask for help and when I pray for help, it's always received through a conversation, through a text message, through even when you guys email me back when I'm sending out newsletters, because I try to send them at least like 2 to 3 times a week. And I just get an email that says like, thank you so much. That message really served me. Because you're sending out to like 1,000 people and you don't get any responses back. Nobody wants to be a part of your like challenges. And you're like, am I like, putting all this effort and energy out there that's really going to help anybody? So think about something that maybe you're striving for. It might be in your health category. It might be you might be working on your health. It might be something where you're working on your business. It might be something where you're trying to expand your bank account. It might be something too where you're looking for love and you're not having any success. And so before shutting that door down or before shutting that business down or before closing out that relationship, I want you to really think about, Hello, hello. I want you to really just hear this story out. So, 3 Feet from Gold is talks about a guy that ended up getting a gold fever. So, this kind of goes back to the space of like a lot of high achievers have no problem being self-starting, self-motivated, right? Anybody can get like really hyped up when there's something new and there's this like rush going on and we're self-motivated and we just feel like really, really good and we got the momentum up. And so there's this guy and he ends up just getting on this gold rush hype, finds some success of confirmation. Remember, we talked about earlier just praying for some form of confirmation. And he ends up, so here's the one thing. One of the most common causes of failure is the habit of quitting when one is overtaken with temporary defeat. The story goes like this. A guy got self-motivated, started digging for gold, found some, built momentum and proof to raise money. So then he raised capital. He went back home, showed people like, hey, I found some gold. Had it evaluated. They had shown proof like, yes, this is legit. You have landed one of the most successful gold mines in the world. You have like a very profitable, like what you found. So he tells everybody, and then they help him raise capital, raise money to buy machinery to keep digging for gold. So then he gets other people invested, and now he's more in temporary debt, but for a bigger investment to be end up to like scale more, right? So how many times have you gone into debt in order to really like invest? So it's like a temporary debt for an investment purpose. So there's this proof. So he gets no results. He tries, he gets no results. And then he decides he made the decision to quit. So there was a decision to start and then there was a decision to quit because he felt defeated. He felt that he just wasn't going anywhere with it. Now he was in all this debt and he had to go end up and get a real job or another job or an XYZ. So he sold the machinery to a junk man. The junk man called in an expert. So he called in an expert. He's like, all right, I see something here. Clearly there was some confirmation. Let me call in the pro. The pro comes in, talks about the guy not knowing. A lot of people that come in to look for mine and gold, they don't understand that there's fault lines. And I want to read this to you because I want to see how you can apply it to your own life. Now, a fault line, because I took some time to look this up, is so fault lines and paths to success share similarities. They both represent points of weakness or vulnerability. So moments of defeat and discouragement, we feel vulnerable and we're feeling weak. Fault lines are cracks in the earth. So maybe there's a crack in the business model. There was a crack in the plan. That wasn't a plan, right? To like be detoured when he was so close, there was that crack based on an earthquake. While paths to success are obstacles or challenges that must be overcome in order to achieve a goal. And I talked about this yesterday in the live stream where our paths to achieving success are not designed to be simple, because when we aim for a goal, think of it as a journey of growth. And if you're constantly setting goals and they're so easy, we become understimulated and we never grow from them. There has to be some form of friction. When there's friction, it becomes a challenge. And when we resolve the challenge, we feel a high level of achievement because we had to become a completely different person in order to accomplish that thing. So for example, say you're not where you want to be with your health, or you don't have the body that you want. It's going to require you to form different habits, a different mindset, and a different work ethic in order to not only achieve your body goals, but to be able to sustain them and to create them into a lifestyle. So I love using the body because it affects us every single day. Our health impacts us and our performance every single day. It is one of the core pillars to operating in peak performance. So challenges that must be overcome in order to achieve a goal. Both require careful navigation and planning to avoid potential risk, meaning quitting, and to ensure success. So that guy made a decision to quit, sold the machinery to a junk man. The junk man called in the expert to guide him and educate him on the fault lines, which I just read to you, and pointed him just 3 feet ahead where he ended up getting millions. Millions. I'm sure you can hear me. Maybe turn your volume up. Try turning your volume up. Because I know Cash was just on and he responded fine. So the moral of the story is before quitting, bring in experts, hire in coaches, and join inner circles to keep you going and to keep up that momentum. And another thing that I definitely want to encourage you guys is to keep you guys going. I am starting a 5-day accountability challenge. It's completely free. 5-day accountability challenge. You can join if you want. It is facebook.com/groups. And I'll put the link below /5-day team. And I named it 5-day team because we're going to be a team for 5 days. I'm going to be leading it. It's going to be amazing. And this accountability group is completely free. And I want you to think about something that you need momentum on for the next ending this quarter. So if you could achieve maybe one thing to end 2023 feeling fulfilled, feeling like you've actually achieved something, feeling like you grew from it, what is that one thing? Even if it's going to be like a 1 year or 3 year thing, what is something that you at least want to start building momentum on and to hold you accountable to get you back up in the game? I want you to drop your comment below, one big takeaway that you got from today's live. And if you want the chance to win over $3,000 worth of coaching, share that Facebook link. Have your friends enter in your inner circle, your friends, your family, your inner circle into the 5-day accountability challenge, and I will enter your name into the raffle, and I will be announcing it September 25th, the day that we start the challenge, the winner of the $3,000 worth of coaching. All right, you guys, I hope you have a blessed up day. Love to hear what you took away from today, and remember to pick your head up, roll your shoulders back, and get back in the game. All right, you guys, hope you have a blessed up day, and I'll see you later. Bye.